Weekday mornings 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Got a scratch, dent, or full-blown wreck? Bring it to Recommended Collision Center in Panama City. From small scratches to all-over paint jobs, from fender benders to major collisions, it's Recommended Collision Center. They work with all insurance companies and offer customer pay options too. A family-owned collision center that takes pride in top-quality repairs, friendly service, quick drop-offs, and a fast turnaround. So when life throws you a wreck, they'll help you get amended. Recommended Collision Center, 1329 Jinx Avenue, Panama City.
Outlaws Barbecue, the best slow-smoked barbecue and ribs that fall off the bone. We're talking sandwiches piled high with tender pork, juicy beef brisket, or chopped chicken, plus delicious catfish, fried shrimp, smoked prime rib dip sandwiches, smoked wings, and the best smoked tuna dip on the beach. Save room for homemade cobblers and banana pudding, and catch live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Outlaws Barbecue. Catering available too. Outlaws Barbecue, 6804 Thomas Drive.
Are you feeling tired, weak, or maybe you feel old and cranky? If so, I have the answer. It's Max Fit Sports Nutrition with 2 locations, 23rd Street in the Coronado Plaza and in Pier Park North on Back Beach Road. Max Fit Sports Nutrition has nutritional products and professional dietary plans to get you moving in the right direction. So get off that couch and get to Max Fit Sports Nutrition now. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, where you can try it before you buy it.
Thanks for the take, caller, but the truth is these Florida Gators are ready to compete in the SEC right now. Lane Kiffin is going to self-destruct at LSU. They're not going to the playoffs. You can take back to the bank. You heard it right here.
Have you ever listened to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida and thought, I could do that? Well, maybe you can. We're in search of fresh local voices to join our on-air lineup. Are you the person everybody argues sports with at work? The one your friends say should have a radio show? Then maybe it's time to stop yelling at the dashboard and start talking into a microphone. If you're a sports fanatic, we want to hear from you. Previous radio experience is helpful, but personality, authenticity, and the ability to connect with listeners matter even more. This is your chance to be heard across the Panhandle. If you think you got what it takes to host a show on the Sports Talk Monster, send 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida a short audio sample of your hot take, big reaction, or lean-in conversation, and tell us about yourself. Don't snooze on this one. Email espnpanamacity@gmail.com. That's espnpanamacity@gmail.com.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Streets is full of water.
Yeah, look at that. Look at it coming in.
Woo! A hot tub out there.
It's rolling in this morning. Yeah! 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 What a beautiful day in paradise, not. And welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's high school football season. We want to thank Taco Bell for the Tiger Shark Port St. Joe update. The stud coach down there, we love him. He is incredible, Coach Tanner Jones. Before we bring Coach Jones on, and thank you, Taco Bell, three great locations, Panama City Beach, and, of course, the one down Port St. Joe. Get down there and support Taco Bell. Kyle Vandegrift, I want to congratulate you on being married to one of the sweetest, beautiful young ladies around. And listen to this, 21 years. 21 years. She needs to go to heaven. I mean, 21 years.
She needs a sainthood.
She does.
Canonized.
Unbelievable. 21. People don't stay married anymore.
I'm telling you.
It's amazing.
Everybody's giving up too easily, you know.
Yeah.
Marriage is a fight.
They give out.
You gotta duke it
social
out.
media. It's too easy when you got every person in the community at your access, everybody in your DMs. I mean, it just puts so much stress on relationships.
Especially if you're a young, strappy-looking stud that name's Jason Kowaleski.
No.
Yeah.
It's a sexy
he
beast
owns
right
Panama
there.
City Beach, doesn't he? Bay County. Women love him. They do. You
fear
walk in
him.
the gym, people tell me, who is that man? It's Jason Kowaleski. Max Fit Sports. He can make you feel better. And
You know who he is? He's that guy.
He's that guy. That's who it is.
Guy.
All right, let's bring it on. Let's roll. Let's get rolling. Let's bring him on right now. Coach Tanner Jones, Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks, sponsored by Taco Bell. Coach, how are you doing, sir?
We good. How are y'all doing this morning?
Man,
Is it raining down there?
We're cranked up, ready to go.
Just a little bit, little rain, little lightning, little thunder. Nothing too crazy.
Average Florida day.
Hey, before we get rolling, I want to tell you something. Don't feel bad. You starting 10 sophomores. And if you stay, like, talk to your daddy. You stayed it long enough. I was a head coach 30 years. You're gonna be in the penthouse, and you're gonna be in the outhouse, unless you're at some special school that your wife's a school board member, or you're at St. Thomas Aquinas or Jacksonville Bowls or something like that. You're gonna have these peaks and valleys. You've done it a long time. You know what I'm talking
that's
about.
absolutely the truth.
You're gonna experience all kind of things, and you're still kind of young. But so I just know you do a great job with the kids down there, and they play hard, and that's all you can ask. And sometimes you're going to be young, and just think, though, a couple of years down the road, all these sophomores will be playing for you.
Oh, it's. I think last week, we made a lot of mistakes, but it's all correctable. It's a lot of it's just lack of experience, and sometimes with them younger kids, they have the skill set, just the panic sets in.
Right.
And we saw that, but I think it's great. We got it on film, and our small goals every week, to try to find the little victories. So not where we start, where we finish. But I think we got better this week and made a couple changes, made some personnel adjustments, couple formation deals, and maybe it'll pay off for us. That's the plan.
What are you trying to do offensively? You got to have a quarterback, you got to have a running back and a receiver. And I always thought you had a center. You build everything around those. And what do you think these kids are better suited for? Running the football with a wing T offense, option offense, or throwing the ball around like everybody does?
Well, to throw the ball, right now we don't really have the quarterback to throw it. And then the lack of receivers. So, you see guys that run a lot of motions and a lot of eye candy. Well, we would love to do that. But all of our receivers are playing defense too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like let's eliminate these extra 20 and 30-yard sprints these guys are having to do every play on offense because they got to go to defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then running back wise, I think we have we have two good young running backs. One's a freshman, one's a sophomore. Two different type of runners. One's a downhill guy, the other's a little more finesse. One plays middle linebacker, one's having to play outside linebacker for us. So, but we don't have that bruiser, that wing T, old fullback, free back, I guess, that can just go pound it. And again, the skill guy, he can't take those beatings either yet, the ninth grader. So we're kind of having to flip in between the two. And so we're not going to air raid it, and we can't really rely on that hard run game. So we're kind of having to mold and mix the two concepts, I guess.
Yeah.
To save guys and try to connect some or create holes, openings. It's definitely we're juggling right now.
Well, the one thing is now week zero and everything. That doesn't really count. Week one, you really got some good tape. These guys haven't really seen themselves on tape because they're so young.
Correct.
There's not really. This is why I'm telling you to do this or block this way or turn your shoulders this. Now you've got some tape where you can show these guys, where they're messing up and where they're actually doing good and things like that. So that's good that you'll have that. But Destin's looking really good. That was a very tough team, and that running back, that Donnie Colquitt,
bigger,
big
offensive line at least.
186 yards on the ground.
Big up front, quarterback threw some great passes. Receivers made the catches when they needed to. I was very impressed with them. We get back and you look at the roster, like, golly, they're pretty good. That's a good Destin team. Yeah. It's like, well, they got 26. They got 26 seniors. We're like, well, we dressed 26 altogether. We dressed that many. That's how many seniors they got. It happens. We've luckily the last 2 years, I think, or 2 years, we've had their number. So eventually it happens.
I always thought that was kind of a sleeping giant, though. Destin's going to be a program to me. They got
good
growth.
They were 2-8.
Growth over there.
Yeah.
You got.
They've only been
it seems
2
like
years,
everybody's moving there. Look at Freeport. All the houses up through that way.
Yeah.
Destin, South Walton, all that place is exploding.
Yeah.
Now I know you have a lot of growth down there also. I mean,
Coach Jones, I know you got North Florida Christian coming up here, and in the past, if you know anything about Florida football, you know North Florida Christian was the real deal for a long time. I know they've kind of slipped off a little bit, but give us a little rundown on North Florida Christian and what you're going to face up there.
So another team that's got about 11, 12 seniors that start for them. They're really, to me, very talented in the skill position. Where I think they're lacking is the linemen, size up front. Now they do have a 6'6", 280-pound freshman left tackle and a 6'3", 240-pound sophomore right tackle. So they do have a couple big guys, 6'4" quarterback with a big arm. But again, skill-wise, I think it's that typical North Florida Christian. They're going to have those guys that can take the top off. They can run things down, great hands. Just up front, I think there are not as many guys there. They don't really have the numbers kind of like us. And I think we're maybe a little bit bigger overall there.
Okay.
But just, Kids McCormick does a great job coaching them and getting the kids. They play hard for him. They're very, very, I'm not going to say simple, but they do what they do. They're not trying to be a power run team. They're not trying to be, something that they're not. They know they got the athletes. They're trying to get the ball to them.
Yeah, so they're going to, looking at their stats from last game against their loss against Franklin County, their running game, they really didn't push on that much. They are very heavy on their pass game.
what was that score?
34-14, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, 34-14.
That's right.
Franklin County beat them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Now, Franklin did a great job of controlling the ball. They had the ball most of the game. They stopped the run early and kind of forced the pass, and NFC just kind of missed a couple passes that, again, in any game, one or two plays makes a huge difference. But I thought Franklin did a great job. They kept the ball on the ground in their wing tee. They ran off tackle, and their fullback hit the hole hard. They ran counter when they needed to. It was very enjoyable to watch that game and see an old school wing tee offense, dominate.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I think it's going to come back. You look, everybody runs up the field on the defense side of the ball. Look at Bobby Johns over there at Freeport. He runs that wing tee and traps people, and they did well last week. I was surprised. It was a more competitive game, I thought, but Arnold's pretty good.
Well, Coach, if you can keep pressure on that quarterback, force him to either do two things, show out or make mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, and I think with starting two freshmen, I think one's about 120 pounds, the other's about $135. But we got two freshman corners starting for us. Hey, I'm telling you right now, Colby Wyatt, Brian Nixon, in 3 years are going to be studs.
Yeah.
They're going to be stud DBs because they compete. They just, they're a little small right now, but they can play. So we got to give them some help and, limit the amount of time they got to cover.
Let me ask you this: it's hard to keep them together when negative things are happening. Two games, one regular season game, big scores. Has the attitude been pretty good? They understand they're young, they're growing, they're going to improve.
Well, I think the question I asked the kids on Monday, I said, "Hey, anybody ever been 0-1 before?" They were like, "Yes, sir." I'm like, "All right, we're just 0-1. We're not 0-9. We're not 0-10. It's not like we're coming into the season and we didn't win a game last year as well." I said, and there's some programs around here that are struggling that have that issue. But I was like, guys, we're 0-1. It's not. We just got to get a little bit. We got to get a little bit better. We got to do the little things right and correct our mistakes, and you can be 1-1, maybe 2-1. We just got to get hot. I was like, do not. I said, 0-1. We ain't panicking.
Yeah.
It's not the time. And I think, and again, we've been very honest with the kids. Hey, it's a learning year. We're going to catch a lot of flack from some people in the community, maybe in their own households. But at the end of the day, those people don't know what we're doing, and they don't necessarily understand the struggles or what we're up against right now. So be positive. Remember, your teammates love you. Your teammates are working and sweating with you. Stay together, and it's all going to pay off in the long run.
Absolutely.
Coach Jones, thank you so much. We'll talk to you next Friday.
Good luck.
Good luck,
Port
Coach.
St. Joe update brought to you by Taco
Appreciate
Bell.
it, guys.
Make sure you're getting out
TJ's
of Taco
the man,
Bell.
bro.
Get them kids at Taco Bell. All right, let's talk about some of our. You know, last night I was at Outlaws Barbecue. You know about it. It's
Yep.
the best kept secret in Bay County. I'm telling you, the barbecue is incredible. 6004 Thomas Drive. They had live entertainment last year. The band was really good. Had a great time. That place was packed out too. And Paul went and bought this huge TV. But TV's everywhere, but he bought a big, huge one to watch all the big games, NFL games, and college football games. But their food is unbelievable. The best smoked tuna dip you'll get anywhere. But try that barbecue. It's incredible. They got other things now. Fried catfish, shrimp po' boys, cheeseburger. They got it all right down there. Homemade desserts. You're right. The best french fries I've had on the beach. Outlaws Barbecue is incredible. Now, Deckhand Social. Listen to this. This place is special. I'm telling you, it's by Pirates Cove Marina, 3901 Thomas Drive. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. You sit out there, your kids are swimming, having a great time. You're eating a great meal, and you're looking over the bay. Boats, beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous out there.
It is.
Now, they got a 20-foot by 10-foot screen TV. It's going to be put up for the college game days and NFL games. So they're going to have a Saturday and Sunday brunch menu, football menu, really. It's like tailgating. It's like you're at the game. Go check it out. Incredible food. Great atmosphere. You want to sit inside? Yeah. They got a bar inside, plenty of TVs.
That overlooks
inside.
the pool, too. Sunset. It's beautiful out there, man. It's really nice.
Yeah, all the night games, day games. It's incredible, man. Go check it out. Deckhand Social on Thomas Drive. You're going to love that. We got 2 stars in here right now. You know, you get a letter from the insurance company. They tell you, hey, we're getting ready to drop you. Your roof is X years old. We can't have you on cover you anymore. Don't panic. Call Kyle. Kyle, welcome. What can you do? And not only do you do roofs, you can build a schoolhouse. You can build an office. You can do anything.
Yeah, we can do anything that you need as long as it falls under the whole general contracting thing.
Under that license.
Yeah, give us a shout. We can help you out. We can walk you through the process with any of the insurance issues that you have. And our team's there to help assist you. You can visit us at tkvandy.com or give us a shout at 866-9908. Man, we'll walk you through.
And Jason Kovaleski, if you're coaching, you're not taking advantage of him. You don't care about winning. This guy is absolutely incredible. I'm shocked how strong Bay High School players are. What they've done in the weight room. I know they visit your place quite a bit.
I actually talked with Coach Brown yesterday. We sat down for like an hour and talked. He talked about the game. He was really pleased with the way they played. Obviously, they were disappointed with the loss, but Dothan's coach came over and addressed his team. Said, "Look, y'all are the most physical team we've seen in 2 years, and this is some."
Tell us what you can do that for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, we work with a lot of athletes. We started working with Mosley a little bit too, so we're happy to help them as well. But right now, it's hydration performance. Get down. We got a lot of hydration products. We got a lot of performance products, carb products, proteins, recovery, stuff like that. We have a free sample bar. We do meal plans, so we can help any individual kid out as well. But we're on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village and in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Drive slow. This rain, the roads are wet. People going to school. And we'll be right back. It's Bozeman Day, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The brutal hits. The heartbreaking turnovers. The heroic comebacks.
In for the touchdown.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida delivers the biggest matchups of the week from across the nation.
Oh, yeah!
Your college football headquarters on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Friday. Moderate rain and likely thunderstorms this afternoon. An evening with a light breeze at 6 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And look for the high to be 84. Tonight, there will be a likelihood of thunderstorms and very light rain with the temperature reaching 75. Likely thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 83. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take the hassle out of pool ownership with Tropical Spas and Pools. Their weekly pool cleaning service covers it all. Water testing, chemicals, brushing, vacuuming, and a full equipment checkup, so you can just relax and enjoy. Ready to upgrade your backyard? They specialize in hot tub spas from entry-level to executive models, starting at $6,599. Plus, above-ground pools like an 18-foot round starting at just $4,295. Visit Tropical Spas and Pools, 3612 West 23rd Street in Panama City.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update. Presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Chris Sale pitches a gem. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa is the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and your go-to car wash destination all season long. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location nearest you.
Well, folks, Chris Sale pitched the game of his life. A complete game shutout to complete the sweep of the Los Angeles Dodgers. A 1-0 win. The Braves run coming on the first pitch of the game as Drake Baldwin goes deep into the chop house. But Chris Sale, he is the story of the day, not just his 13th win. 9 innings, 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 11 strikeouts. That's his first complete game shutout since 2019. The first for a Brave since Max Fried did it on May 22nd, 2024 against the Cubs in Wrigley Field. The Dodgers, they're out of town. The Rockies coming into town tonight. Tomiyuki Sugano going for the Rockies. He's 12-7, has a 4.96 ERA, 28 walks, and 71 strikeouts. Grant Holmes will get the ball for the Braves. He's 8-5 with a 3.64 ERA. Ford leadoff show at 6 in the first pitch between the Braves and the Rockies. 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the Jane Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Make sure you're driving slow today. Take care of yourself. If you love Mexican food, there's only one place to go, Pepper's Mexican Grill in beautiful Panama City, right across the street from the old mall on 77th Street. Everybody's been there. Everybody knows how great the food is, the chips, everything else. We finally got one on Panama City Beach Parkway. It's absolutely outstanding. All you Arnold Marlins before the games, all you people, get out to Pepper's Mexican Grill, have a great time. On Monday, they got 10% discount on all military personnel. Buy one, get one free draft beer and house margaritas. Pepper's Mexican Grill is outstanding. You'll absolutely love it. All right, let's bring him on. It's Bozeman Day. Coach Max is with us this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Man, I'm great. Football season's in full swing. We get Friday Night Lights tonight, and we get some college ball tomorrow.
Yes, sir, baby.
Let's
love
go.
it. Love it, man. Let's go back a week. You know, we got to go talk about who played well for you. Give us some names of the kids that did a great job for you, and talk a little bit about the game, and then we'll jump into this week's game, which you got another tough one. But let's talk about last week right now. Tell us who played for you. Who did a good job?
Yeah, first, obviously last week did not go exactly the way we wanted to. We're not going to shy away from our failures as a program. Taylor County was a really, really good team. We knew that coming in. And really and truly, we thought it was a really good ball game for about 3 quarters. And then, obviously, the fourth quarter, we had a lot of arm tackling going on, and that just comes from fatigue and a bunch of guys playing both ways. And we gotta better prepare our guys as coaches, especially myself, is whenever they need a blow, giving them a play on special teams, getting them a play, on an offense or defensive series that we can try to get their breath. But, man, I did have a bunch of gutsy performances on Friday. My quarterback, Hayden Gay, I thought he stood really, really tough, made plays with his feet. I think he completed with 14 of 21, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Running the football, we had a tough time, and that's something that, going into the year that we got to continue to improve on every single week. And like you said, we got another tough task tonight, and really and truly, our kids are not shying away from it, which is something that I'm really, really proud of. And kind of the culture that we're trying to build up here at Bozeman is Bozeman wants to play. We want to play. We want to play tough competition, and like I said, this kind of matters this week, and every game matters for us with our format. But a bunch of guys, Jarrett Gay, I thought he left it out on the field on Friday, flying around, doing what we can. Riley McNeil making lots of tackles for us in the secondary. But overall, the Bucks definitely, that's not the result we wanted last Friday, but we got better as a football team, and that was something I told them after the game, and we just got to continue to keep working.
Maybe not pertaining to the game, but how did you feel playing on the turf for the first time? I know this was the first time you guys had played on it. Do you have any issues, or did you guys like it? How did you feel about the turf?
Overall, we like it. Now, I will tell you this, and I think it was more of a freak accident, but we had 2 broken collarbones on Friday. And like I said, I don't know what to kind of derive that from, but I wouldn't say that's the turf, because we've been practicing on the turf for, a whole month and a half, and we haven't had anything happen to us. And knock on wood, that was kind of alarming a little bit. But we are going to get those guys back this year, which is something that, like I said, I'm very excited about on that end.
With the rain tonight, you think that's going to help you per se, since the field maybe hold up a little bit better?
So.
The field, I mean, anything to be able to slow these guys down tonight is definitely going to help us.
Turn the sprinklers on.
Yeah, dude, I'm not naive to anything. Like, where we're at, but we gotta. The way we're going to win, the way the Bucks are going to win tonight, is we have to out-execute people, and that comes with practices. That comes with meetings. We have to be way more perfect than everyone else, and that's kind of something that we preach to our team week in and week out. But obviously, like we didn't get a classic, and some stuff showed up last week where that would be like, hey man, I wish we'd have tweaked this a little bit. But each week we're just trying to get better and better. Now, the weather all week has not helped us at all. Like it's been very, very frustrating. You try to go in the morning and you get lightning alarms. You try to go in the afternoon and you get wet bulbs, and it's absolutely crazy. But we made the most of our time this week with our guys, and I'm really excited about our plan tonight.
Hey, Coach, Kyle Vandergriff here. I'm looking at the schedule. So just first 3 games, right? Taylor County, Leon, Blountstown. Then the schedule opens up, right? Those are 3 tough teams to start that season off, right? And then you go into the way your playoff system works is based off the is it the wins in the what do you call it? The non-independent series?
Yeah, so
and it's the toughness of the schedule as well?
It's all based off max prep rankings. And, just to be 100% clear with everybody, it's like this is a short-term thing for our program up at Bozeman. This is not something that we're going to be in the long haul. This is something that's what's best for our program right now, and it's going to give our players the best chance to play the most amount of games, and we're going to take full advantage of it. And then get back into district play and get back into state series in the next cycle. So
nice. Okay.
Good job.
All right. Coach?
No, I'm good.
I want to know, what are you doing offensively? What's your philosophy? Are you a wing tee? You spread? What do you do? You just do I know you're trying to do what the kids can do the best, but what are y'all doing right now?
Yeah, so we're going to spread the ball around a little bit. We're going to be able to line up in some 10 personnel stuff and then jump into some 12. And we do a ton of gap scheme. We're going to run power. We're going to run counter. And then a little bit of zone scheme that we do. It's we're running duo, trying to run it right at you. But, man, our really big philosophy passing in the passing game is just quick game. We have to get the ball out fast and make guys run sideline to sideline. And then obviously some play action stuff that can kind of get people static. So duo, outside zone, we don't tickle much in the outside zone world just because of our personnel, but everything else, we're going to try to gap you, and we're going to try to hit it right up the hash.
Let me ask you this. Physically, how do you match up with Leon, size-wise, strength-wise, speed-wise?
So they're definitely faster than us. But what I do notice on tape is they have guys playing both ways, and even as a 5A school, they have a bunch of guys playing both ways, and so that's going to become a factor in the game here in the third and the fourth quarter tonight. And something like size-wise. Obviously, I think they're bigger, but man, we got to play. We got to play with great technique and great pad level the entire night, like you said. Or this could be a long night, but I like our chances with my guys. I like how gritty they are, and I'm really excited to see our chances tonight.
In a close game, it usually comes down to the kicking game, and I'm trying to ask all the coaches this, and I forgot to ask Tanner, but how is your kicking game? Are you pleased there as far as your punter, your snapper, your field goal guy, kickoff guy? How does that look for you this year?
Man, I feel very good about our extra point. That was something that was a big concern when I come in the March, and that was one unit that I wanted to make sure, like we have to be sure on that. And like I said, we went 1 for 1 last week, and overall, like something that group's going to continue to get better at. Punting the football, we're kind of mixing. We got about 2 guys right now that are continuing to work every single day, and that's a unit that will get better and better because, like you mentioned, like that's a complete facet of the game, and if you don't pay attention, and those plays will lose you games, especially like you said late in the game. So those got to be treated just like any other play in the game.
Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate you spending time with us. We'll talk to you next Friday on Bozeman Day, 7:15.
Go Bucks.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Hey, the heat has been unbearable this summer. If you have any problem, any time, day or night, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. The best of the best. Locals taking care of locals. That's what you get with Stevenson Air Conditioning. Taco Bell. We already talked about them. Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. You want to have a great meal today. All you Mosley Dolphins, you better get down to Taco Bell before the game. Have a little pep rally. Have yourself a great meal. And then college football this weekend, Saturday, 11 o'clock, Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Go have a great time. Pat Perno, city commissioner over there, is incredible. So is his restaurant. Go check it out. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. We're already down there. Big James. Kyle's taking advantage of this. His beautiful wife and his kids, they know to go sign up on that board. Russ, Amber, Patrick, they do a great job down there. Who are we talking about, and what do they do?
We are talking about David Adamson, the finest jewelers in Bay County. They design
Bling.
They fix it. If you got just some extra gold laying around, top dollar for your gold, and make sure you get your name on the wish list for all of those things that you need.
Hey, skin cancer can be deadly. 1 in 5 develop it. You got to take care of your skin. If it doesn't look right, feel right, all it takes is 5 minutes. Make sure you call Dr. Ward, make an appointment. If you're listening right now throughout the Panhandle of Florida, there's an office near you. Listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. We're live from J. Michael's Studios. The best seafood, ice cold beer. The special days, crisp fish, grilled fish over bed of rice, peppers on your special sauce. It's absolutely incredible and healthy. They got the best steaks, burgers, pork chops, seafood. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. And you'll see the legend himself in there, J. Michael's. We're right back, 104.3 ESPN. Let's back up FSU and do our picks, then we'll get into college. We'll be right back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
And she goes, he looked at me like he was crazy. He took his cane, popped her in the chest, popped her hard. She said, it hurt. You wouldn't believe how it hurt. And the guy she's telling the story, said, what happened next? She said, what do you mean? I said, look at this. They never went down.
God. Weekday morning 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Upgrade your time on the water. Blue Water Marine Electronics is officially open at 2320 West 15th Street in the old Kawasaki dealership. Blue Water Marine Electronics, your premier destination for marine tech. They sell, service, and install everything from top-tier GPS and fish finders to sound systems and trolling motors. Need repairs? They're Bay County's authorized Minn Kota Warranty Center. Blue Water Marine Electronics, 15th Street, Panama City.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, We will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they'll get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
Full residential and commercial projects from start to finish. Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished project, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597, 850-896-6597, and online at wheelhousedba.com.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all. The Coach James Hale Show.
Pro-gun, pro-flag, and pro-peace.
Live from the J. Michael Studio, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
All right, let's start. Everybody wants to hear what we think. Get your money ready. I know there's a lot of betting on high school football. Don't tell me there's not. I know there is.
That's a good thing to promote.
In Vegas, Vegas calls us and asks us, who should we do? They don't ask Mac Preps. They ask us.
Yeah. Who you got in the Weewaw game?
All right, here we go. Weewaw. Think of that.
That's right.
Weewaw.
Let's go.
Gordy's down there. He's got Weewaw rolling. You got to, hey, whoever's coaching there, you better win. Gordy wants to be a winner. He's nothing but a winner.
Nothing but a winner.
Right, Weewaw versus Bradford. Who's going to win this ball game? The game's being played at Weewaw. Jim Barant, who are you going with, Weewaw or Bradford?
For those who don't know, Brantford is in Suwannee County, a long way from here. It's at Weewaw. I got to go with Weewaw.
Got Weewaw.
Weewaw at home, baby.
Jeremy Pridgeon picks Weewaw. Kyle Vandergrift.
You know Jeremy's picking Weewaw.
All right, Jason.
If they're really good, they'd go to Suwannee, so Weewaw.
Weewaw.
That's true.
All right, I'm going with Gordy and those wild people down there. Weewaw. All right, here we go. We just talked Vernon, Liberty County. Guys, I like the coach at Vernon. I think he's building a good program there. They've been down. Liberty County, usually out there by itself, is usually pretty good. Jim, who do you like in this one?
Liberty County beat Shipley last week. Okay, so I'm going to go with Liberty County.
I'm with you.
Vernon's been struggling a little bit.
100% Liberty County.
Liberty County.
Yeah.
Love Vernon, by the way.
Vernon will
Jason,
be back.
you going local?
Yeah, Liberty County local.
Liberty County.
But that can social local.
Yeah.
All right.
Liberty County.
Liberty County is on its. Vernon is on its way back though. South Walton, a smaller school that's growing. Great athletic department. Great football coach over there. They're going to play at Fort Walton Beach. And Fort Walton Beach used to be the Power. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time
and
ago.
they listened to us. Who you guys like? Who do you got like? Jim, who you like?
I'm going to go with South Walton on that one.
South Walton, been in a bigger school? Okay. South Walton. Kyle Vandergrift.
Yeah, I like what South Walton's doing, man. I'm going to stick with those guys on this
South
one.
Walton. All right.
They won last week, didn't they? So, who did Fort Walton Beach play last week? Do you know?
No.
We'll go with South Walton.
South Walton.
Jim knows what he's talking
Hey, you
about.
got a state championship baseball team. They're good in everything, South Walton. But it's going to be close.
Fort Walton played Gulf Breeze. They won 50-0. 50-0.
Yeah.
For those that didn't hear in the back, that's a 5 with a 0.
That's a lot of spread. All right, here we go. Port St. Joe.
Is Gulf Breeze that?
At North Florida Christian. Jim, start with you.
I like Tanner Jones. I know they got a young team, and in the past, North Florida Christian has been one of the elite programs in the state of Florida, but not so much anymore. So I'm going to go with Tanner Jones.
Port St. Joe.
The Tiger Sharks, baby.
Kyle Vandergrift.
I think that quarterback Brantley's going to come into his own on this one. I'm going to go Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks.
With all those sophomores.
Yep.
Jason, are all those little sophomores going to be able to play this team with a lot of seniors?
Yeah, I think they had to get something on tape, and now they can correct some things. I think they go down and beat Franklin County.
Hey, Taco Bell. That's all you got to say, Taco Bell.
Good thing about sophomores is they become juniors. So, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into your sophomore season, you become a junior.
Bobby Johns. Love Bobby Johns. What a great man. Bobby Johns, year one. Those kids played hard against Arnold. They did. They played really hard. They're going to be strong, and they're going to be a lot stronger going forward. They're over at North Bay Haven. I think the game's played on their campus this week.
Yeah, it is.
So Yeah, that's I think that's the first time.
I think they might have played last week too. I
Okay.
think.
All right.
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, what's going to happen? Port St. Joe.
I got I got Freeport in that one.
Freeport. A close one, or you think they handle them pretty good?
I think they handle them pretty good.
All right, Freeport over, and we're going to try to have North Bay Haven on next Thursday at 7 if we can. Kyle Vandergriff, who's going to win this game, North Bay Haven or Freeport?
I think that North Bay Haven's going to probably hang in there for that first half, and then Freeport's most likely going to pull away after halftime on that and come out with a W. I think Coach Glover's still trying to work out the kinks with North Bay Haven. I think Freeport's just a little farther along in their progression.
All right.
I got Freeport. I think they look good against Arnold. Had a chance to win the ball game. So, and Arnold's actually a good football team. So, Freeport.
Yeah, Bobby Johns, that wing tee, whatever, everything he does out there.
Arnold does look good.
But I tell you what, North Bay Haven, I like that coach. He came from Mariana. He knows what he's doing. They got
Coach Glover be good in the future. It's just where we're at today.
Yeah. He's a good coach. Yeah, that's two good coaches going after each other right there.
Yeah.
Destin at Baker. Come on now, Baker's tough, brother. Can Destin do it? They got all these 26 seniors. Are you kidding me? And Destin's growing. That's a great place over there.
Watch
great
out
coach.
for Destin.
Yeah. All right. Who you going with, Jim Bob?
No disrespect to the Tiger Sharks, but there's a big difference between Baker and Port St. Joe. Big difference. I just have a hard time believing. I know Destin played really well last week. They did, and they're getting better, but Baker's a different animal. I got to go with Baker.
It's at Baker, too.
I got to go with Baker.
All right. What's going to happen, Kyle Vandergriff?
I'm going against the grain. All right. 4 touchdown passes by their quarterback, JD, and 200 yards on the ground. They got a big up front line. I think they're going to do some things. I think you need to be watching out for Destin, people.
Destin and 26 seniors.
You heard it.
Ooh, baby.
Let's go.
All right, Jason Kovaleski. Destin, much improved, playing a powerhouse Baker.
Yeah.
At
I mean, I
Baker
kind
now.
of agree with Jim's saying, but, man, 26 seniors, all that seniority. I mean, I thought
Mm-hmm.
Destin was a sleeping giant program. I mean,
Fried taters.
a lot of talent. I'm going to go with
Mustard and
Destin.
biscuits.
I think they keep it rolling, and, that's that
You
big
got
offensive-
Destin.
Yeah.
You got Destin.
Nice.
I'm going local. I'm going Destin with 26 seniors. I don't know. Jim, you probably take the lead. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, now we're getting to the big ones. We're getting to the big ball games. Let's talk about Rutherford at McClay. Rutherford has got a ball club.
Mm-hmm.
They got an offense. They got players that can take it to the house. They got a good coaching staff. Jim Brandt, who's going to win this? They're on the road. Who's going to win
I
this
don't know
one?
much about McClay. They're not normally a big powerhouse by any means. I think that's a good matchup for Rutherford. I got to take the Rams in that one.
I got the Rams.
Yeah, I'm with Coach on that. The way I saw them come back from that 22-point deficit, I mean, yes, they lost by 1 point, but the tenacity and the fight that those guys have, they're coming together. They're a young team. There's only 4 or 5 seniors on the team. This is a team to watch out for the next 2 years, people. I got Rams.
Rams are. Do you know that Glenn Manley and Brian both picked McClay over the home boys?
I mean, both of them aren't.
McClay, Manley's a hater. What do you?
Yeah, he is a hater. He's getting old.
I'm not a big good loss guy, but I do think that was a good loss for Rutherford. They put a lot of good film
That's
on
against
tape.
Union County, too, man.
Yeah.
Union
County's tough.
It's a great program in the
You
past.
know who's coaching there now?
Yeah.
In the first game of the year, you kind of figure some things out. They figured a lot of things out. In the fourth quarter, they dominated.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think if they continue that momentum, Rutherford's going to be a really good team this year. I think that defense is going to play better in the first through 3 quarters. So give me Rutherford.
Rutherford Rams, that offense, unstoppable. They're going to get it done. They get their first win of the season.
You know, one more thing. You know, last year their problem was the fourth quarter.
Right.
This year they are a problem in the fourth quarter.
I think they found some really good players, and that program's
Now,
turning around, and culture's turning around.
The program, undefeated. Only 2 teams in Bay County won last week. Arnold Marlins, big win. Coach Griff doing a great job. Now, they're going to go up to Walton.
Play the Braves, baby.
At the Braves home stadium.
That's going to be a good game.
Those Marlins going to roll in there. Watch out, Walton. I know y'all listening up there. They ain't intimidated by you. What's going to happen, Jim Brandt? Go Marlins, baby. Let's do it. Who you got?
I coached at Arnold, so I guess I need to take him. So, but I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to go with Arnold.
Got Arnold.
I think this week is going to be a knockdown, drag-out
That should be
fight.
a really
Come on,
between them
Arnold.
two.
Come on, Marlins.
But I'm going to have to go with Walton on that one. But, hey, I'm telling you, Arnold's defense, wow, looking good.
Okay.
Looking good.
All right.
I'll be honest. I doubted Walton last week, and I think they put a beat down on
52-7 over West Florida. And West Florida has to be down.
They have to be, but they normally have been pretty good.
Yeah, but they're
in the
normally
past.
pretty up.
So just the fact that they're at Walton. I know Coach Griffith's got this team playing really well. They had a tough first game, so they're a little battle tested. So I'm kind of split here. I am going to go with Walton at home just because they're at home, but I'm definitely pulling for Arnold to pull that one off on the road.
Bay High School. This is a huge game.
Big game.
Bay High School at Bluntstown. Bluntstown's got athletes all over the field, Division I players. At Bluntstown, yellow and green, somebody's been mean. You're going to see a lot of mean flags on Bay High. And matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. Bay High School got robbed. That kid did not score.
No.
The ball was stripped.
100%.
The guy throws the bag down. The kid turns around and goes back after the ball, the running back. And they get together and huddle and say, you know what, they're from out of town, touchdown, we win.
The referee didn't even call a touchdown. That was right there.
No,
the one that called the touchdown after they deliberated was across the field.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, I'll say this. Coach Brown, they took responsibility for the loss. We don't make excuses at Bay High like the SEC does. So when we lose, we'll take responsibility. So
Alabama lost 4 times last year.
Cut these two mics off.
I think Dothan was a tremendous team. They were ranked top 13 in the entire state, regardless of classification.
In the hardest.
Yeah, in just in the entire state.
Yeah.
So you got Bluntstown.
No, I have Bay High.
Oh,
I think
Bay High in an upset?
Yeah. It's not an upset.
It's not an upset.
They're the favorites to me.
Well, they got
They're
a 0-1 team.
I think you're going to see more
1-0
of their physicality in the run game. Like I said, I talked to Coach Brown for about 45 minutes yesterday, and they're very pleased where they're at. Obviously, they weren't pleased with the loss, but I think just the physicality on the offensive defensive line, they're very pleased with where they're at.
We got a big Bay. Jim Brandt, who's going to win?
I'll take Bay.
God, man. All right, Kyle Vandegrift, who's going to win this game?
Bay High is going to win by, I'm going to say, 14 points on this one. Bluntstown is not the team they were last year.
No, yeah.
And, where they lost Hawthorne.
No, they're still very good. But
in the
last
state
year
finals, they're still good, but they're not that.
Come on. But Bluntstown is loaded. They got guys going to Division I all over the field.
If Bay High plays the way they play
I don't
against
think
Dothan,
Bay's got a
out.
shot. I think they're going to get – I got Bay.
Hater.
I got Bay.
He's fake hating.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Bay hating.
Come on, Lee Corso.
Just boot
Not so
goofing.
fast.
Just boot goofing.
It's the Arnold coming out.
All right, this is the big one. Did we do Bozeman?
No, we got a couple more.
Oh, wait, did I ask you who you had, Bozeman, Leon? Who'd you get?
We haven't picked that one yet.
Yeah, we haven't that one.
Bozeman, Leon. Jim?
I'm going to go Leon.
I think this is going to be a very tough match, but I just don't think Bozeman's going to be able to keep up. I mean, you even heard Coach the condition. They were able to play there until the fourth quarter, and they fell off. That was his biggest concern when I interviewed him this summer, was the condition and portion. So they really got to work on that. I think Hayden Gay's going to ball out, but it's just not going to be enough. Go Leon.
Everybody got Leon.
Yeah, and I think that turf is going to help
You hear that,
Leon.
Bozeman? Nobody here believes in you. I hope you guys get there and show them otherwise.
Please do.
All right. When we get back, we're going to do the biggest game all week. These two powerhouse programs. You talking a multiple state championship team, Godby against Mosley and Witten. We get back, we're going to tell you who thinks going to win this. This is
big time.
Huge football.
Big time.
Just like Steve's Bike Shop is huge. I love Steve's Bike Shop. They've been in business since 1979. Those electric bikes are taking over the world. You're looking for a bike, it's Steve's Bike Shop. Turf Pro Pest Control. You want that yard like a golf course? Go use a local company. That's Turf Pro Pest Control. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
And Terrell Davis did not think he was going in the second preseason game, and he's stuffing his mouth with hot dogs. Oh, wow. And then the special teams guy comes up to him and says, hey, you're going in. He ran through a 49er, full speed and everything, hot dogs and all. And guess what? They made him the featured running back of the team that year, and he was going to be cut.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Friday. Moderate rain and likely thunderstorms this afternoon. An evening with a light breeze at 6 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And look for the high to be 84. Tonight, there will be a likelihood of thunderstorms and very light rain with the temperature reaching 75. Likely thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 83. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Football season is right around the corner. Touchdown! And 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has an unbelievable schedule of college and NFL games. Do you own a business, want to reach more customers? Put the power of ESPN Northwest Florida to work for you. Advertising opportunities are available right now. For more information, call 850-215-4468 or go to espnpc.com and click the contact button.
There's a lot about aging you can't control, but you can take steps to help protect your health. Getting vaccinated is one of the best ways to help protect against certain respiratory illnesses, especially if you are 50 or older or have certain medical conditions. Here's physician and Pfizer Medical Director Dr. Maria McColgan with more.
Your immune system weakens with age, so even if you feel healthier than others, just being 50 or older can increase your risk for certain potentially serious respiratory illnesses. That's why getting vaccinated is more important than ever. Staying on top of your recommended respiratory vaccines can help you avoid a respiratory infection that can make you very sick or cause a major setback to health conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Work with your doctor or pharmacist to help decide which vaccines are right for you, which may include flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. You can also learn more about which vaccines you may be eligible for at PfizerForAll.com.
This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
If your neighbor, employer, or grandmother were traumatized by comments made on the Coach James Hale Show.
One thing people aren't saying a whole lot about, and I'll probably get in trouble,
but just wanted to take this moment to say, get bent. We're live from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State.
Woo! Let's go.
Can we do it again? Woo! FSU Update is brought to you by one of the greatest establishments ever in the Panhandle of Florida. We're talking about Miss Newby's 4 wonderful locations. John and Charlotte, 2 of the big-time supporters of Bay County. They give to everything. They're wonderful people. Love them both to death.
He came by the store the other day.
He's looking good, man.
Yeah, he is.
Golly, he looks good. John does not age. Charlotte doesn't either. They're beautiful.
He don't stop. He just keeps. Gets
well,
after
he played at Miami.
Right.
He was a great football player. Played in the NFL, and he's still so competitive. And Shaw's the prettiest thing on the.
He's a good-looking man too.
He looks great.
Is too.
I mean, he does not age because he keeps at it.
Well, Newby's on the Curve. That's where you can watch all the sporting events. You'll have a great place there. Then head on down to the mothership. She's going to have the best entertainment lined up for you every Friday and Saturday night. Get out to Newby's, have a great time. Before we get Jim Bob going to FSU up, we got to talk about one of the biggest football games in a long time in Bay County. Godby comes in there. Godby's won state champions. They knocked us out of the playoffs several times. They are incredible athletes across the board. Witten is one of the top coaches in the state. And I know we got people over in Fort Walton and everything listen to us, but Choctaw's good. They really are. But I mean,
their quarterback.
I felt like they were out-coached. I did. Yeah. I'm just saying like I think. I could be wrong, but just in my watching the game,
they got him.
Looked like Witten out-coached Choctaw.
I mean, Choctaw has tons of talent.
Yeah, and Choctaw's got a great coach. I'm not saying he's not a good. He's a good coach.
To me, they were just not as disciplined as Mosley was.
Thank you.
And Coach Witten just outcoached their coach. Yeah. No shade on that.
Does it happen again this week? Does it happen?
Man, their quarterback Landon Daughtry, he's nasty. And then they got Waffle House, which is Jamarian Simmons, their receiver. Dude, these guys are these guys are studs.
Their wide receiver, just for reference, is the number 5 overall wide receiver in the entire country. Yeah. Country. He's a 5-star, and those are rare.
Kind of players they've always had.
Now he's a smaller kid. He's 5'11", about 165, 170. Yeah. So he's kind of like that Percy Harvin.
But he can elevate over
He's
guys,
a tremendous athlete. A lot of speed.
Let's start with Jim Durant. Jim, you coached a long time. You know about Godby. You know about Mosley. It's at Tommy Oliver on that carpet. Those kids going to be fast. Who's going to get this one?
I
I think Godby's going to get them. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be close. And I know Coach Whidden's a really good coach, and Mosley's got a really good program, but I think Godby's going to win in a very close game.
Godby gets it done. Kyle, what is going to go down?
If you can put pressure on Landon Daughtry and make him make mistakes,
and they
Mosley comes out with a W. I have every bit of confidence that Coach Whidden has prepared these boys to make them make mistakes. So I see Mosley. It's going to be very, very close till the very end, but Mosley's going to come out with a W on this one.
All right, Mosley wins. Jim says Godby. Jason Kovaleski, who wins this ball game?
This one's tough because I think each team has a couple advantages, and it's really who imposes their will on the other team. I think Mosley has some advantages maybe in the trenches where maybe Godby has a little bit more skill. I think that Choctaw game really helped Mosley out for the long term, just being in a battle, have to be gritty and kind of grinding out a win. So I'm going to take Mosley and that physicality, that run game. I think they get going, and that defensive line, man, they wreaked havoc last week. So I think it's going to be tough for Godby to get it to their playmakers, especially in this weather. So I'm going to take Mosley in a real gritty, grindy defensive game.
All right, I'm going to go with that 5-star receiver. I think he's going to be the difference in the ball game. I think it's going to be an incredible football game. I hate to say it, but I think Godby with that kid's something special. And
but watch out for Cole Archambault and
Charlie
Cotter.
8. Who's number 8 for Mosley?
That's Cole Archambault.
Yeah, that guy's incredible. If he has a good game,
Charlie Cotter had
wins.
15 tackles too, brother.
Yeah. That
I mean,
defense, I don't know.
All the 5 stars of the world don't matter if you're the quarterback on his back.
Let's jump into FSU. Jim, we got time to get
2 minutes.
Let's go.
We'll spend a half hour in Alabama.
45 minutes.
Okay. Finally, after many months of what's Florida State going to do? Who's going to be their quarterback? It all happens tomorrow. They get to play a pretty winnable game. The first game, good for them. They've got They got New Mexico State, whose claim to fame is back about 5 years ago they had Diego Pavia and they came and beat Auburn. Okay, that's probably New Mexico State's claim to fame. New Mexico State was 4-8 last year, so they're definitely beatable. Florida State's a 31.5 point favorite. The over and under is 53.5. It's definitely a winnable game. If you're Florida State, you have any hope of being halfway competitive again? This is a game you have to win. You can't go 100%. Out there and, flop around and get beat, or keep it close. Florida State needs some style points here. They need to go put it on them. Can they do that? I think they can. Will they? That's anybody's guess. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, I think Deuce Robinson is going to be a star this year for sure. He's going to show out here. I think Ashton Daniels is going to do his thing. And Chrome is going to be the workhorse for him. So, this is an easy win for him, hands down, 100%. But, man, if Norvell doesn't, if he doesn't win out this game,
Now let me ask you, the gurus here.
Does he even make it to Alabama?
I got all the information.
This one.
It said the game's on the CW network. Now, what is the CW network?
Yeah, I asked.
That's an over-the-air network.
If you want to get it, call Randy Williams up. He can get it for you.
I don't even know what that is.
Got.
I think it plays on our local Fox.
I think we
yeah.
get it.
It's a Fox affiliate, but it's historically like a teen channel.
I'd never heard of that.
But it usually plays on our local Fox affiliate.
Yeah, it's an over-the-air
thing. It says
thing.
right here. It's for teams that are not well known, that are not very good. Those people do not
Coach
watch.
Hale for you. Roll Tide.
I'm just reading what it says.
We'll find out when you find out.
We couldn't even make ESPN de Ocho.
Hey, get out, Doobies. Have a great time. 4 great locations. They're such wonderful people, always giving back. Now, I'm pumped up about this, too. I love Trudy and Jan White. Wonderful people. If you never met them, you need to get down to the Cajun Place and talk to them. They're incredible. Came from New Orleans. Their life story is incredible. Negative situation, went through a real big setback. They turned everything to a positive, to a comeback. They moved here from New Orleans after the storm. Katrina wiped out, lost everything. He almost got killed trying to get out of there. It was incredible. You should hear their story. But she comes down here. She's an unbelievable cook. So she starts a business. Look at it now. They've exploded. They're going to get ready to open one down in Harrison Avenue, upscale place. But that Cajun place, you can't get in the summertime. It takes you about an hour to get
Oh, yeah,
the
they're
wait.
going into the Mashburn building.
Yeah, right down
that's
there.
awesome.
It's going to be beautiful. You ought to see what they're doing. Anyway, they do this for you, the locals. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. You can't get that anywhere this day and time. Everything costs a fortune. Not at that Cajun place, not when college games are being played. 11 o'clock kickoff, North Carolina, TCU. You got to wear your school colors. Go down there and have a great time. Get those wings. They're incredible. 50 cents, $5 pitchers. And when LSU plays next week, when they play Clemson and they score, and I think they're going to score a lot this year with Lane Kiffin. And every time they do, if you got the shirt on, you get a free Jell-O shot. Same thing for the Saints. And one great thing they do, they got a brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, so you don't miss the game day picks and all that kind of stuff. Jason and I, we always going to have a great time at that Cajun place. Meet us down there, have a great time. That Cajun place on Thomas Drive on beautiful
Get the New
Panama
York
City.
Strip.
Yeah, their steaks are incredible. We'll be right back with Kyle, with Jim, with Jason, with James, and with Jeff Spiegel. 104.3 ESPN
Jeffrey.
West Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
It's a coin toss game for me. You're going to totally have a coin flip on this one. I think Tennessee will be pretty well. Alabama on the road at a noisy environment over the last few years, not done too well. So I'm going to be excited by this game, but I still think the Orange will take the win on that one.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Friday. Moderate rain and likely thunderstorms this afternoon. An evening with a light breeze at 6 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And look for the high to be 84. Tonight, there will be a likelihood of thunderstorms and very light rain with the temperature reaching 75. Likely thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 83. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs, with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5, and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food, on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
Your safety and proper care of your boat in an emergency is crucial. When it comes to on-water assistance, response time is everything. And since 1996, in the Bay or on the Gulf, it's Seato. Seato's Coast Guard licensed captains are on the scene in an average of 1 hour or less. Seato gets members home or back to boating faster. Become a member today at Seato.com or call 850-234-2323.
This is Coach Stephen Pearl. Your home for Auburn basketball on the Panhandle is 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The game's a long time from now. Though.
Oh, here we go, baby. Crank it up. It's like you're going to heaven. Yay, Alabama. Crimson Tide, roll, Tide, roll. I saw a big time. Let me tell you a story. Scott Cochran bought a house on 30A, or one of those things down there. And he was that time the highest paid coach and strength coach in the country at Alabama, okay? He calls me, wants me to get up with Richard Cox. Big time Bama booster here. I saw Richard the other day at Surfside. Richard Cox pulled a little legend, one of the few that are left in Panama City Beach, one of the few legends that are left. And he wanted, can Richard find some I think it was a dishwasher or something. And I said, I don't think Richard deals in that. Anyway, I don't know why I thought that, but I saw Richard the other day.
Yeah,
Let's bring on the man, the
Chris
myth,
can find
the
it, though.
legend, the unbelievable Jeff Spiegel out of the great state of Alabama. Jeff, here's the big question everybody wants to know. ESPN's got this 6-part series on Nick Saban. Are you going to be in on that?
You know,
I think you are.
They didn't give me a call. I think 70 of his friends got interviewed, and I go, how come nobody called me?
I
What the heck?
bet you money you're on there, though.
Oh, you think I'm on there in some
Yes.
form or
Yeah,
fashion?
you are. All this stuff I've seen you on there is crazy. It'll probably be you asking a question, or they probably want to get a picture of your face. Yeah, amazing. Maybe meet you
the microphone.
him and Miss Terry talking.
That's
on the
my phone.
sidelines. Miss Terry, I think, has got the hots for him. I really do. She loves you. Man.
They're probably going to show me getting lit up at a press conference or something. So yeah,
I can't
Which will be
wait.
great.
I can't wait
It's
to
like
see it.
It's like a badge of honor, to be lit up at a Nick Saban press conference. So I'm good with that.
Yeah, I can't wait till it comes. I think October 8th, the first one on ESPN.
Yeah, Thursday, October 8th, 6-part series, and I think it's just going to be incredible TV.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff. A lot of things people are going to be shocked over. All right, let's get into before we get to Alabama Auburn. What do you think about college football? Have you ever in your life, in our lifetime, seen our whole country, our whole world screwed up? But you go back, and they reported it by, and I don't blame Lane Kiffin for some of the things he's doing, but they go back and they said CBS reported that he was encouraging people to sue the NCAA. I don't know if that's true or not, but they reported it. Maybe they can get in trouble if it's not true. I don't know. But what's your take on all that? And I heard Bama was looking maybe bring back a running back, a receiver or something too, if it went down. But now I guess all that's been shot down. The ACC just came out with something, the Big 12. So it looks like every major conference is saying, no, you're not coming back. So what's your take on all this craziness going on in college football?
Well, I don't know. To me, so many things have happened. What are we trying to do? Are we just trying to make college football just a disgusting form that we don't want to watch on TV anymore? All this stuff. It's just so. It makes your stomach turn, really.
Yeah.
And you knew Lane Kiffin was going to be in the middle of it. You knew he was. And, a lot of people love the guy. Some people can't stand the guy. Some people are kind of, in between or whatever. But look, man, if you don't have enough college players to put together a winning program, then just don't coach.
Yeah.
If you got to bring back an NFL guy, to fulfill your roster, and then at the same time you tell this guy you recruited or who's been putting in the work in for your team that hey, we don't need you anymore because we're bringing Daquan Wright back.
Yeah.
What are you in it for? I don't know. I thought the whole thing was to recruit players, develop players, and get them ready for the NFL. I didn't think we were going to start bringing back retreads, to try to fill these rosters.
Yeah, Kirby was one of the first coaches to come out and say, we're not doing that. We're not touching that.
Of course.
That's not how we are.
I got an update for this.
Go ahead.
So last night, a Dallas judge signed an order that prohibits the NCAA, the SEC, and its commissioner, Greg Sankey, from stopping a group of athletes, 3 who are already on NFL rosters, from returning to college sports for another season of play.
So it's back on.
They can go back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? But they're still going to get penalized. He has the power to penalize these coaches. Half a season, half the money spent on that particular sport. That's in writing.
And that'll go to court, and it'll never see the light of day.
So does that mean Tommy touchdowns can come back?
That means if Lane Kiffin pulls this, he's going to miss half the season because they're not going to get that. They're going to put that go to court overnight.
But is the judge's order going to overrule that?
Well, then Lane will lawyer up.
Yeah.
And then there will be a counter.
It makes you where you want to watch it. Yeah.
We
It's
should
gonna
just
be-
play the
it's gonna be a
games in the
big battle.
courtrooms instead of on the field.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now.
So that happened last night.
That was last night.
And I think the NFL made a rule if they go back to college, they're not allowed to come back to the NFL because a lot of people were worried that they go back to college, have a couple good games, somebody gets hurt, then NFL team's like, oh, we need you back. And then they would sign back with the NFL, which is the most ridiculous thing. You could have people hopping between the NFL and college. So I do think the NFL came out with the rule, if you go back to college, you're ineligible for the rest of the year.
Wow.
But
Jeff, help us out.
Well, look, Alabama started this.
Roll Tide.
Yes.
Roll
by
Tide.
bringing,
Roll Tide.
by bringing Charles Bediako back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of where this all
You're
came
right.
to head.
Yeah.
And now when Sankey came out with that mandate, it not only pertained to NFL guys, it pertained to NBA, G League, and WNBA players. So I mean, he covered all the bases. I mean, it's pretty clear he wasn't happy with all that Bediako stuff, and so yeah, it's going to be something that's going to dominate the headlines, and it should. I mean, the headlines should be about Keelan Russell winning the quarterback job, and what kind of year is he going to have? Byron Brown, how incredible will he be? But instead, we're wasting all of our time talking about this ridiculous stuff, of NFL guys coming back and playing college. It's ridiculous.
I think some of these teams better be careful because we've seen a lot of turmoil at Texas, bringing all these kids coming in. You start kicking kids off the team a week before the season and bringing in these mercenaries that have already had their chances. That could really disrupt the locker room. And I think people lose focus that you have to have a unified locker room to win at the highest level.
Yeah.
If you get one guy chirping over here and he's upset, and then another guy, we've seen parents at Texas, tweeting out, how do you think this is going to affect the locker rooms? Because I don't think Lane Kiffin really cares about the team dynamic as much as he does winning, but I'm not sure he understands that dynamic because he hasn't won at the highest levels, in my opinion, yet.
Lane Kiffin cares about Lane Kiffin.
100%.
Yeah. Jeff, let me ask you this. The word I've heard at Texas, and I don't know if it's true or not, but that there are players that were promised things and getting paid a lot, and they're not the best players. And the other kids are upset about it, and that's kind of the thing. I don't know if that's true or not. Have you heard anything like that at all?
Well, this is one thing that that NIL has created, and I don't know. Nick Saban tried to tell us this, several years ago, but no one really listened. How this could be a disruptive, force in college football. I mean, and I mentioned the Boy Scout breakfast that I was part of a week ago, and Jeremiah Castile said, "Look, all you fans, and there were about 200 or 300 people out there, in the audience." He said, "All of you fans, you need to pray for these programs. You need to pray for these players, because the NIL has created just a lot of stuff that kids didn't have to worry about before, the coaches didn't have to worry about before, and it's just created kind of a big mess." And he said, "You need to pray for these players because there's so much going on in their heads right now." And it's it's just kind of a mess.
The thing that kills me is there's so many things. There's nothing that's absolute. All right, this is how it is, and this is how it's always going to be, and this is the way it should be. Now it's like everything's in the gray area. What's the need to reward people who had a college career, went to the NFL, didn't make it? Why is there the need to reward them and give them more opportunities at a lower level? I just don't get it. It makes no sense to me. What's the rationale besides money? Take the money out of it. Why would you do that? You wouldn't do it. This is all tied to NIL, in my opinion.
But you can't take the money out of it because the money is what's drawing it right now.
That's what's running.
When you start paying players, there's right-to-work clause and stuff that now you have to implement at a federal level. Until they get a collective bargaining agreement, this is continue going to happen because you're going to find a friendly judge in any state that's going to give you the results you want.
Who went to that judge in Texas? Who brought that up? Why did they even rule on that?
Let's see. It gives a couple of players here. Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Jordan Hudson, Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Wesley Byzantine, and Chiefs wide receiver Omari Evans are among 41 other players listed. Also from the WNBA, Christine Ayawala and Bailey Maupin.
Okay, let me ask a question here. So let me be devil's advocate. So let's just say these players are allowed to play. They come back to college. Okay. So next year, would this still be enforced? Will the guys?
The order is only for the 1 year
thing.
Yes.
1 year.
I think the problem was
covers
ahead.
the class of 22.
Yeah.
Covers the high school class of 22. So I guess in theory we'd only have to put up with this for a year. But can we tolerate this for a year?
But I mean, it sets a precedent. I don't think we want that precedent.
Well, the problem is the 5-for-5 rule, and now these kids were told they can't get that fifth year in that 22 class, which is what I thought was done by the NCAA. They should have immediately said everybody gets their 5 years. That way, guys wouldn't have gone to the NBA, they wouldn't have gone to the NFL, and they would already be on their roster if they were in that gray area. But because they said no, 22, you can't get your fifth year. Now all these kids are like, well, I'm losing out NIL. I just got cut by the Browns. I want to go back and sue them because I want to get my money,
All right, we got to take a break. Jeff, we're going to hold you over and talk to you about Alabama, Auburn, and everything else going on in this crazy world of college football, which gets cranked up. The big game is Saturday, 11 o'clock. At that Cajun place will be TCU in North Carolina. And I would tell everybody, pick the over. It's 47.5. Pick the over. You will make money. I'll tell you why later on. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Taco Bill, high school football. Get out Taco Bill down there in Port St. Joe. 3 great locations, Panama City Beach, Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven, David Addison, designer jewelry. They do an incredible work over there. Dr. Ward's unbelievable. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer can be deadly. Listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. That food, everything's great about J. Michael's. Love that man. Legendary restaurant, legendary man. J. Michael's Restaurant. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Jason's in here right now. Listen to him every Tuesday and Friday. Kyle Vandergrift, TK Vandy General Roofing. Kyle's in here right now. Listen to him every Friday. Also, don't forget about Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason graduated from Mosley's High School over in the great city of Lynn Haven. He starts Stevenson Air Conditioning. It explodes. They're all throughout the Panhandle of Florida now. The most honest, hardworking guy out there. If you have a problem, the heat's been unbearable. Your house is just not getting cooler. It's running. Your power bill's going through the roof. Don't do that. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Let them service it. It'll last longer. It's going to save you money. If you got an old one, get rid of it. Go Stevenson. Go local. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It's a baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us, and it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Friday. Moderate rain and likely thunderstorms this afternoon. An evening with a light breeze at 6 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And look for the high to be 84. Tonight, there will be a likelihood of thunderstorms and very light rain with the temperature reaching 75. Likely thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 83. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey, Coach, you getting in on the Hard Rock Bet Survival Pool?
Has it started yet?
Nope, just lock in your pick by October 4th to play.
And that's it?
Nope, you pick a new team each week.
Any entry fee?
Nope, it's free to play after you made a deposit.
Is there big money up for grabs?
Up to $2 million cash.
I'm in.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Free to play. No purchase necessary to enter. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red royals, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
He's a 10-foot-tall, barrel-chested beast man who showers in vodka and feeds his baby shrimp scampi.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Please welcome.
Pain don't hurt.
Live and local from the J. Michaels studio, the Coach James Hale Show, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Here we go, baby. Crank that thing up. Whoa. Eagle. Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, Elizabeth, Craig, Stevens. Steven. What a family. You know those wonderful people.
100%.
A lot
Elizabeth's
of
my
Auburn
second
Tigers
mom.
in the Panhandle of Florida. A lot of Alabama fans. Florida State. We're a mixture. We're a melting pot here in the Panhandle of Florida. Let's bring on the great one, Jeff Spiegel. You've heard that voice. You've seen that beautiful face on ESPN, on ABC. He is an incredible man. Jeff, let's just jump. We can talk about this stuff and make us sick, but let's jump into Auburn real quick. Baylor, I think Baylor's going to be a much improved team. He spent a lot of money on defensive linemen. He's brought some great players in there. And, of course, everybody's excited to see this offense, this new offense from Auburn. Goldish has got Auburn pumped up. People are excited. I think there's more excitement coming out of Auburn than there is Tuscaloosa. That's just me. What's going to happen, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, 2:30, ABC, Auburn in Atlanta. It'll be packed out. There are going to be a lot of Auburn Tigers there. How's this one going to play out? What are you hearing about the Auburn Tigers so far?
Well, I have a really good friend who's an Auburn fan, and we visit and we talk about Auburn, and you know she said this the other day. She said, "Look, I'm not going to make any predictions on how many games this guy's going to win, but I will say this: up to now, he's done all the right things. He said all the right things." Couple of examples. He brought in the Auburn band to help, you know, the new guys, including all these guys he brought over from USF, to learn the fight song, to let people know that the guys he was bringing in were bought in, you know, to the Auburn creed and the Auburn program. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was big. The Auburn band director said, No coach has ever asked me to do that, you know. And then he brought in all the alumni. He brought in like 250 alumni, you know, a weekend or a last weekend, I think, to come in and have a big dinner, have a big lunch, and just welcomed back to the program. So he's done some pretty amazing things to bring this Auburn family back together. And now, look, on paper, it's obvious this guy can coach. It's obvious this guy knows how to dial up offensive plays, not just at the AAC level, but the SEC level when he was a coordinator at Tennessee. So there's so much optimism, you know, coming out of that camp, you know, for this program. And personally, I mean, I hope he lives up to it because, you know, he's done so many cool things already.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a very competitive football game. Baylor, I like Aranda. I think their defense is going to be a lot better than it was last year. I'm not sure so much about his offense. And I cannot wait to watch Auburn's offense. What I like, he said, he spreads the field, but he's going to be physical. He's going to run the football, and they've got a pretty good running back over there at Auburn right now. I think it's going to be a heck of a football game.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna hit you in the mouth. I mean, it's not just like a spread, finesse, you know, try to dodge you and all that stuff. They're going to come right at you. And that's what is going to impress people about this offense when they see it on the field for the first time. Because really, quite honestly, I don't know how many South Florida football games Auburn fans watched last year. What would you guess? Probably none.
None.
You know, so this will be the first time they'll have seen this offense on the field and watching this guy operate, and I think they're going to be super impressed.
Well, we will. Well, and the big game, the trap game for them, is going to be when they play the Horror of the South, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, Week 2.
Of course.
One thing that will pump them up, though, it gives them an advantage. The game will be played, the first home campus game, and then the big one, what everybody's looking forward to, Week 3, when the Florida Gators roll up in there. That's going to be one heck of a ball game. The winner of that game, watch out for. I'm telling you right now. But I thought about going to the Southern Mississippi Auburn game, but then I looked on TV who all was playing that game that day. You got, is that the same week Texas is playing?
Ohio State,
Ohio
Texas.
State. So I don't know if I'll be missing that one or not. But we'll see. We shall see. What about injuries? What do you hear? I know they were banged up a little bit. They've been pretty tough and pretty physical Auburn players. How healthy are they going in to game week Monday?
Well, I think certainly Auburn's more healthy than Alabama is. I mean, there's no question about that, right? Just from everything that we've heard. Well, one guy to look out for Auburn is a guy who played, for this great Thompson program here in nearby Alabaster, Stanton Ramil, offensive lineman, big kid, transferred in from Michigan State. He's a native of Binghamton, New York. And then he wound up playing at Thompson for a couple of years, signed by Michigan State, had an injury last year, missed a lot of last season. They kind of held him out in the spring, and then he's been on a snap count through the fall. But the two scrimmages, he played pretty much every snap. Just look out for him. Big number 65. He's a guy who, made a lot of noise when he was at Michigan State until he got hurt. And now he's back to 100% health, and I think he's going to be really good, for that O-line. So I think Auburn is certainly in much better shape health-wise than Alabama is, and that points to, hopefully a good start for the Tigers September 5th.
I certainly hope so. We didn't get much talk. We didn't give you an opportunity to talk about Bama. Who all is going to miss Week 1 when Bama plays at 11 o'clock East Carolina? They got a 94.6% chance to win that ball game. And it's Kids Day, too. They're doing a lot of things for the kids up there. You can get in the game for $19 upper deck tickets. I think Jared's taking his family there, my grandkids. But it's going to be hot, 11 o'clock kickoff. I did that one time. I said I'll never do it again. So I will not be at the East Carolina game. I'm not going to do that. But what do you think? East Carolina, Bama, who's healthy for Bama? Who's going to be playing? Who do we need to look out for?
Well, I think there's some people that he's kind of held out, and one guy that people are really excited about is the running back E.J. Crowell, from Jackson, who's really, when he's been healthy, has had a pretty good, camp for Alabama, but he's just been nicked up, so I feel like he's going to play. And I think I think he'll play really well. Certainly, A.K. Deer's not going to be there. One of the heartbreaking stories I think of fall camp is Jeremiah Beeman. Yeah. The defensive lineman. He's only played 4 games in 3 years. Yeah. He tore his right ACL last year in week 2. Tore his left ACL Sunday in practice. So if there's a heartbreaking story from fall camp, it's that kid because he's worked really, really hard to get back into playing shape, and then he's had this setback.
He had great talent, great ability, and that hurt Bama big time last year when he went down. I remember that, and now now the other one. So I hate that for the kid, no doubt about that. What about the center position? What's going on with the center position?
Well, I mean, it looks like Rayson Delgado is going to be the guy there. The transfer from Cal Poly. And when we see the depth chart this Monday, we'll certainly know for sure, what 5 are going to be up there. But, Michael Carroll is solid, there at guard. Heard a lot of good things about Jackson Lloyd. And, I think they certainly have enough options there at offensive line. It's just finding 5 guys, that can keep Keelan Russell upright. Now, as excited as you are, about how well he throws and how well he runs, if they don't give him enough time to do, either or, it's going to be a tough year for Alabama. So they got to find 5 guys that can, form a wall and take care of Keelan back there.
Let me ask you this. In my opinion, I think Bama has to go into the Georgia game 5-0. If they don't, they're not going to have the type of year, and fans are going to go absolutely nuts. If they can go in that Georgia game undefeated and give Georgia a game, if they lose a close one, everything will be okay. The next week, to me, is a key game. It scares me to death at Tennessee. But Tennessee's starting a true freshman quarterback. They've got to beat Tennessee on the road. They got to win that one. Texas A&M, they got to win that homecoming game. They're going to be good. And then LSU. Now, everybody's picking LSU to beat Bama. And Lane Kiffin has never done it. That's a big game for him. Everybody knows he wanted the Alabama job. Didn't get it. Has a lot to prove. LSU, Georgia, to me, looks like 2 games we're going to have a hard time winning. Vandy, we should win. Chattanooga, we should win. And Auburn is going to be – the Iron Bowl will be tough, but you would think they would win Golden's first year, and it's in Tuscaloosa. But if they lose to Tennessee, all bets are off. They could lose 3 or 4 games very easily. I think the Tennessee game is huge.
Yeah, that'll tell the tale, that stretch of tough games right there. And I mean, when you're starting a freshman quarterback, or when you're starting a first-time starter like Alabama is, I mean, you really don't even know what you're going to get. So I'm interested to see what the first couple of games look like for those 2 programs. But look, anytime you go up to Rocky Top, the degree of difficulty is pretty high because Josh Heupel has brought the program back, and Tennessee's a tough place to go to right now.
And the trap game to me is South Carolina. You play week 1, 11 o'clock kickoff, so what? I don't think it'll be packed out. You go to Kentucky, you play your first SEC championship game, you should be ready for that. Then the revenge game, the fans want to see us beat FSU. Everybody wants to erase that embarrassment. I think it's going to be a tough game. And then the next week, South Carolina comes in there. You better be ready to play when you play South Carolina. They should have beat us there 2 years ago, and they could have beat us last year. I think that's going to be a really tough game for Alabama. Jeff, we love you. We've run out of time. You have a great – how's everything going high school football?
Oh, pretty well. We had a big game last night, Thompson and Clay Chalkville. And Trent Seaborn, by the way, is phenomenal. He was 21 of 25 for 274 yards last night and 4 touchdowns. Thompson crushed Clay Chalkville 37-13. I mean, this kid's off to a good start. 2 games, he's thrown for 600 yards. And he's just having a phenomenal year so far.
Can you believe the facilities at that high school he's at? It's like a
incredible.
college. It's like being a and hadn't they won 4 state championships, and he started as an 8th grader?
Yeah, he was state title game MVP as an 8th grader.
Wow.
And he's already committed to Alabama.
That's insane.
He's been committed to Alabama. He did when Saban was there. Then he decommitted. Kid's a freak of nature, man. All right, Jeff, we love you, brother. You have a great day, okay?
Hey, y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Jeff.
Thanks,
Bye,
Jeff.
How much time we got?
Like 10 seconds.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about some of our great people. You love Mexican food, and who doesn't? Get out to Pepper's Mexican Grill. All you Arnold Marlins, every time there's a game being played, you better be there. We're going to be there. Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City Beach Parkway. Of course, the one in town. Everybody's been to that one. It's incredible. Right across the street from the old mall on 77. Great food, great atmosphere, TVs everywhere. Great place to watch the ball games. Buy one, get one free, draft beer, house margaritas. Go check it out. That Deckhand Social. Jacob does a great job running that. 3901 Thomas Drive. The biggest TV in the world. 10 foot by 20 foot. They got a swimming pool. Your kids are out swimming. You're watching the game. You're watching the boats in the bay. Great food, great atmosphere. This place is special. Deckhand Social. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Outlaws Barbecue, the best kept secret in Bay County. Paul does a great job. He's from Alabama, and you know that Alabama barbecue is special. 6804 Thomas Drive. Live entertainment Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The best menu out there. Homemade desserts. I'm telling you guys, all my trucker friends, everybody deliver things, lunch, Outlaws Barbecue. Go find it. You'll go back every single time. We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Discover the new Kia at Bill Bird Kia. Get behind the wheel of an exciting new 2026 Kia model where advanced technology, confidence-inspiring safety, and premium comfort come together for every drive. Looking for an SUV? Check out the stylish new 2026 Kia Sportage or the family-ready new 2026 Kia Sorento. And if you need more room, the innovative new 2026 Kia Carnival MPV delivers SUV-inspired design with plenty of room for all of your adventures. Bringing style and performance together, experience the bold new 2026 Kia K4 and new 26 Kia K5. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, giving you peace of mind that you can trust. Visit Bill Bird Kia at 2435 East 15th Street in Panama City or online anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer, where we treat you like family. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details.
Motor City New and Used Tire Center. Burn rubber, not your wallet. Cruise into Panama City's newest tire paradise. Motor City New and Used Tire Center is now open. For all sizes and the best prices in town, it's the new Motor City New and Used Tire Center. 2015 West 15th Street, Panama City, between Frankfort and Lincoln, where the rubber meets the road and the prices hit the floor. It's Motor City New and Used Tire Center. Call 850-215-3040. 850-215-3040.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The tradition continues.
Lots of force on this one. Hello, Chop House. A two-run homer.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Have a great day today. Dry, slow. The roads are wet. Get out and support a high school football program this Friday night. We got a caller. Before I bring the caller, I want to say this real quick. We keep talking about the pay of Florida high school coaches. Georgia's incredible. Alabama's incredible. Mississippi's even better than Florida. But this one is the king of all. I'm not going to go the names. I got to go quickly. But the top 5 highest-paid high school coaches in Texas, this is incredible. The number one highest-paid coach makes $237,166. Almost $240,000 a year coach high school football in Texas.
You could live off that.
The second one makes $199,957, almost $200,000, the second highest paid coach in Texas. At number 3 is $181,000. Number 4 makes $165,000, and the fifth highest paid coach in Texas makes $157,000. Everything's bigger in Texas. Let's bring on the Pensacola man himself. Who we got, Steve?
We got Steve Barnes.
Hey, big guy, what's going on?
Early morning after a historic night in Pensacola, West Florida plays their first Division I game against the number 16 Southern Illinois Salukis. West Florida wins it, 34-31.
Good.
Let's go. All right. We used to have the coach on all the time. We used to get him on all the time.
Yeah, Caleb Nobles.
Yeah. Wow.
I tell you what, I mean, he's from around your area. He grew up in Fitzgerald, Georgia. His dad was a legendary coach up there. And, you know, I tell you what, in 5 years, he's not going to be in the FCS. He'll be in the FBS in 5 years.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Wow. You know what? They thought they started that thing from scratch. I mean, nothing. They had nothing. It's incredible.
I remember I was writing for Rivals.com back then, and God, I hated that because it was about, talking about 17-year-old kids. What are you going to do for the next 5 years of your life? They don't know. I hated that, but they let me do a story about West Florida starting football. And I thought, well, I need somebody to give me the quote. And I called Terry Bowden, who was at North Alabama at the time. And I knew him from his time at Samford. And he actually answered the football office phone. It was kind of weird. And he said, well, if West Florida gets football and they can keep the kids from the Panhandle, they're going to win the Gulf South Conference in 5 years and win the national championship in 10 years. They won the national championship in 4 years.
Wow.
And now they're going up to the big boys. And, I mean, you play the number 16 team. And it was 34-31, but I tell you what, it wasn't that close.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't on TV last night, was it?
It was on ESPN Plus.
I'll be dang. I didn't know that.
Where does West Florida play their games? I'm having a hard time. Like, I don't think
It's on campus.
That's a little bitty, little place.
Where do they play?
It's called Penn Air Field. Now they're tearing it down to rebuild it to make it hold 20,000, I think. So last night, this was kind of weird. There were only stands on one side of the field. And I think it's supposed to hold 5,000 people. Somehow they got 6,100 in there. The ESPN broadcasters, Will Kennedy and former New York Giant, Wake Forest great, and Tate High School grad over here, Fred Robbins, they had to do the broadcast from the truck.
Wow.
They lost the seats.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So, I mean, it was kind of that messed up. But I tell you what, the Southern Illinois guys were like, we can't hear a quarterback. We had to look, and he had to give hand signals. And that's only 6,100 people on one side of the field.
Yeah. And they were a 20-point underdog in that game.
20.5 on one and 19.5 on the other. My roommate, he called me. He's like, should I bet 20 on it? And I'm like, well, I mean, it's $20. Go ahead. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. And he ended up winning like 150 on it.
Let me ask you something, because we just got through talking about high school football, and Pensacola is known for great football over there. Do you cover any more? Do you know anything about West Florida? Because Walton just put a beat down on them. What's happened to West Florida high school?
I mean, West Florida Tech?
Yes.
They had to move. They changed their location from, well, right next to from Pine Forest High School.
Yeah.
They moved to the old Woodham High School.
Okay.
And now in that district, it's just you don't have that many kids to draw from anymore.
Right, that's the old section.
So they redo the districts every 2 years. So did they lose population but still have to stay in the same district they were in?
Well,
the same
what
class?
happened is the people who lived around Woodham in the 70s and 80s when I was in high school, they never moved, but their kids grew up and left.
Right.
So they just don't have enough kids to go to Woodham to really draw from.
Yeah.
So you were there when Don Sharp was there. He coached at Floyd Junior High School in Montgomery. That was his first job. He won that state championship there at
We
Woodham.
beat his first year at Woodham. We beat
Lakeland.
him. We beat him. I was at Tate. We beat him 41-0, and we won the state championship that year. And the next year was the first year Tate ever lost to Woodham.
Yeah, he ran that wishbone, I think.
Oh God, he didn't run the wishbone. He ran the wishbone down your throat.
Yeah, they beat Lakeland in Lakeland. Bill Castle.
That's good.
I went to that game.
Woodham won a lot of soccer state championships back in the 90s.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you beat the Dreadnoughts down in Lakeland, you've done something.
Yeah, he did. He did. He done something too. You got that right.
They had a lot of athletes, but there was a reason they closed the school too. You know.
Yeah. We played
Well,
West Florida.
they just didn't have any students to come there anymore, and it turned into a middle school for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I remember playing.
And then they
basketball.
finally just moved. Then they finally moved West Florida Tech over there.
They had some
But
athletes.
they just don't have
in
the
that
kids.
area.
They really don't.
That's why
I
it
mean,
didn't make sense that they moved the school to there. I mean, they closed the school for a reason, and let's move here and open a school.
Yeah.
Well, all complimented the school superintendent because he was my quarterback in high school, but I really don't think it was his idea.
Yeah.
Who's the power over there in Pensacola this year? Who's really good in football over there?
I'm still looking at Escambia and Pine Forest.
Yeah.
Tate's going to be pretty good, but in the really, really small schools, Northview up on the Alabama line.
I know about them, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Northview, I think Northview's going to be pretty good this year. They played a bunch of freshmen and sophomores last year, and I think they went like 9-3.
Yeah. They're always good. Hey, let's before you let you go, did you hear about the judge last night? Tell him, James. Tell him what you reported.
So apparently, judge in Dallas, Texas, has told the SEC, the NCAA, and Greg Sankey that the 43 players that have brought suit to come back, that have either signed or been drafted or have association with professional sports, can come back. It doesn't matter what they say.
Well, I mean, that's fine with me with the LSU guys because you're bringing in a guy who couldn't play tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles or the Cleveland Browns, and you've got an All-American there with Green, so this guy's not going to play that much. It is going to tick off your locker room by bringing him in.
Absolutely.
And,
well, let me ask you this, though. What about the rule?
Harris,
what about the rule? What about the rule from the SEC?
Xavier Harris is coming in from the Saints. He got cut because he was 30 pounds overweight and couldn't pass a fitness test. You think this guy's going to play 50 snaps against Clemson in week 1? No.
What do you think they're going to do? The commissioner, the president gave them the power to penalize the coach, set him out half a year if they bring these players in. And
never going to happen.
Never going to happen, okay.
No, but I tell you what's going to happen is the rule's going to come in. It's like the old rule used to be. If you sign with an agent, you're ineligible. That rule's going to come in, and LSU can sue the SEC if they want to. But guess what's going to happen? The first witnesses are subpoenaed are the president and the AD. Said, well, you voted against this.
Right.
Why'd you do it?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
So the rule's going to come in. I mean, and it's not going to make a difference after this year because it's for the 22 class.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
so it's not matter.
I hate to do it. We have got to go, brother. Thank you for calling in, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Steve.
All right. I'll be at
All right, let's talk about something. I got time. Turf Pro Pest Control. You want that yard look beautiful? We can make it happen. Patrick can do it. Is he local? You better believe he's local. Kids go to Mosley High School. The guy's incredible. They'll come up with a game plan. They'll execute it. Your yard will look absolutely beautiful. Don't forget, it starts this Saturday. Yep, the Cajun Place, 50-cent wings. Yes, 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. That Cajun Place, giving back to the community. Get in there and have a wonderful time. Wear your school colors. If you're an LSU fan, you wear that uniform, that jersey, that shirt, that sweatshirt, whatever. They score a touchdown, you get a free Jell-O shot, but you got to be wearing your school colors. Same thing for the Saints on Saturdays, and they're open for brunch Saturdays and Sundays. That way you don't miss game day, and you get in and get your perfect seat for the early morning kickoffs. That Cajun Place on Thomas Drive. Steve's Bike Shop. Steve Bertershaw is a swim coach at Mosley High School, does an incredible job. And he also does a great job with electrical bikes. Everybody wants them. They got a large selection, new and used. Go by and see Steve on 23rd Street. He'll give you a great deal, I guarantee it. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Locals taking care of locals. That's what you get with Stevenson Air Conditioning. They are the best of the best. Stevenson Air Conditioning. We'll be right back. Kyle Vandergrift, Jason Kovaleski, Jim Bob, and James. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Lock it in and rip the knob off. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has turned up the power.
I'm getting an off-cheese, Spot Captain.
From Port St. Joe to Panama City to Fort Walton Beach, the biggest sports signal in the Panhandle.
If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Friday. Moderate rain and likely thunderstorms this afternoon. An evening with a light breeze at 6 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And look for the high to be 84. Tonight, there will be a likelihood of thunderstorms and very light rain with the temperature reaching 75. Likely thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 83. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means Florida, from Texas to California, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code NW Florida. Spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code NW Florida in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook, predictions, and free-to-play sports contest availability varies by state.
Football season is right around the corner.
Touchdown!
And 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has an unbelievable schedule of college and NFL games. Do you own a business, want to reach more customers? Put the power of ESPN Northwest Florida to work for you. Advertising opportunities are available right now. For more information, call 850-215-4468 or go to espnpc.com and click the contact button.
For the A.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
Your spot for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. Listen live nights and weekends. This is Braves Country. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, and welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's get talking about some college football this week. I guess you know who Glenn Manley voted for or picked in the first game for FSU this. Probably think we all will. Now, if you're going to bet, and I would bet the house, if the over on the TCU and North Carolina game. Bill Belichick's son got he's got some issues. He's sick. He is on leave. He will not be will not be calling. This happened in early August. They won't say what's going on with him. So y'all pray for him. Something's pretty bad going on for a coach to miss a game and miss practice and everything like that. Bill Belichick, the defensive line coach, and the head football coach, his daddy, Bill Belichick, are both going to kind of run the defense, which is hard for a head coach to do all those kind of things. Usually got your coordinators you depend on doing those. But I think it's 47.5 over under. If you're a betting man, I would bet the house this is going to be a high-scoring game.
If you lose your house, his car will be parked at.
Thank you.
The only thing I would worry about, just to be honest, is that game's in Ireland. And you see some of these teams with a little bit of a travel hangover and a little weak legs into that fourth quarter when you have that kind of jet lag. So, but I think, as long as it's not raining, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, North Carolina couldn't stop anybody last year. It's absolutely atrocious.
And they don't even have their coordinator this year. Plus, TCU. All right, let's go ahead. Let's start New Mexico State. New Mexico State at FSU, and I think Kyle made a good point. If FSU loses this ball game, would the head coach even be on the sidelines when they play Alabama? I would probably say no.
Probably not. They have the guy that came from Texas, was offensive coordinator at Ohio State, Tom Herman. So they have to win this game because they don't have an easy layup the week before Alabama either. They play SMU's a top 20 team, so they have to win this game. But I do think they're going to win. I think they do have some talent, and I think offensively they'll come out in this first game and whoop New Mexico State.
Okay, New Mexico State. FSU, Jim, any way they screw this up. This is the same team that went into Auburn and beat Auburn.
I would. That was with Diego. That's apples and oranges. That's 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
No, Florida State's going to beat them.
Okay.
Handedly.
Kyle, FSU.
Yep.
Nobody giving any love to poor New Mexico State.
I think the spread's 38.5, I believe.
Do they cover?
No.
Do they cover?
No.
Do they cover?
No cover.
James, what's going to happen? New Mexico State pulls the upset?
Oh, no, it's FSU. It'll be covered.
It might be.
All right, we got Arkansas Pine Bluff at Missouri. SEC flexes at Muscles. Is there any way that Arkansas Pine Bluff goes into that brand new have you seen that new stadium? It's beautiful. Goes into Missouri and beats Missouri. Jason?
No.
Negative.
Negatory Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Mizzou.
All right. Now, this is considered week 0, but the game's played on September 4th. What day is that, September 4th?
That's
like next Thursday?
Next Friday or Thursday or Friday?
That's next, it's Thursday or Friday next week.
Next week? We're not going to call that yet. You got Miami at Stanford.
No, that's next week. That's week 1.
And then, of course, the big games.
Next Friday.
Yeah. So we're done. I ain't going to mess with the rest of them.
We got TCU, North Carolina. We didn't pick that one yet.
We didn't?
Mm-mm. We talked about it.
Oh, okay. I don't have it down here. Come on, Julie. All right, we got TCU.
Don't you say that. She's a saint.
North Carolina. All right, who you got? Who you going with?
TCU.
TCU.
I just have the sneaky suspicion that like North Carolina might be better than what people expect.
Good. North Carolina.
No,
Good.
TCU. But I am a little kind of, even with Clemson, we're all conditioned that Clemson's just going to come out and suck this year. But Dabo didn't forget how to coach, so some of these teams,
I'm with you.
They're going to surprise some people. I just have no clue what North Carolina is going to be. So they could come out and win the game, or they can come out and get blown out, and then maybe Belichick bows out, halfway through the season. Who knows? But I'm going to take TCU just because I think they have a little bit more proven commodity.
You would think, as great a coach as he is, and he's used to NFL money and stuff like that. It looks like, and North Carolina has money. It looks like they would get some players that can play, but you don't hear much about that.
I haven't heard anything positive about that program over the offseason, which is kind of weird.
And my former coach, Mac Brown's birthday was this week. He was in Birmingham to get an award from Nick Saban, and you don't think there's people in North Carolina wish they'd have left Mac Brown alone?
Gave him the resources they did. Bill Belichick.
He won 8-9 games every year, and that wasn't good enough. Who wins this game?
What are they? The horny toads?
Horny toads. Yeah.
The horned toads.
The purple toads. Turds. Toads. TCU.
Do we know anything about TCU? I know they lost their quarterback to Indiana.
Yeah, 62-0, whatever it was.
Yeah,
I know North Carolina can't.
Yeah.
Snap the ball correctly.
Can't do very much, so that's what I'm going on.
What did you guys think about when we went over the pay in Texas? Almost $240,000.
I thought I needed to polish up my resume to send it over there.
Unbelievable, man. That's crazy. All right. How much time we got?
You got about 4 minutes.
Okay, I thought we were having.
Hey, you guys go out there to Tommy Oliver Stadium. Got Mosley playing Gobby tonight at 7 o'clock. And also, too, we've got Dean Bozeman High School. Their game's at 7 o'clock as well. The Bozeman Bucks are playing Leon.
Yeah, the Leon Lions, baby.
The Leon Lions.
That Mosley Gobby game really interests me. It's two contrasting styles. I mean, there's going to be some big-time players on the field on both sides. I mean, a legitimate 5-star wide receiver out there, but I think in the trenches is where it's going to be played out, especially if this weather stays around. I know it's not going to maybe be pouring down rain, but I think that does favor Mosley a little bit in their style. So, and then the Bozeman game is going to be tremendous too. Hopefully that they can slow down that Leon offense and skill.
They came out with and they showed a couple of them, the new commercials, Dr. Pepper. They got some good ones. Boz is on them. And, what's that town called? They have some town.
Fansville.
Yeah,
Fansville.
Well, the big commercial this year is not Spurrier, Lane Kiffin. This is what happens. The Boz is the sheriff. We all know that.
Yeah.
And Lane Kiffin's in a red hot rod, good-looking car. Boz pulls him over and he goes, "What'd you pull me over for?" He goes, Lane, this is a Dr. Pepper commercial. He goes, "Illegal lane change." And Kiffin looks at him and just rolls the window up. and starts driving away, and Boz is yelling, "You can't do that anymore. You gotta quit doing that."
Is there a better fit in college football than Lane Kiffin and LSU?
It's a match made in heaven.
And not to fault them for anything, they will do anything to win, and they've proven it, and they've given them every resource. And if they want to go in the NFL, pluck a player, they're going to do it. Like, they don't care.
I hate to say this, but there's not much difference between LSU than a lot of other schools in the SEC.
No,
Their
even,
stuff just
even
comes
at the
out.
top.
Yeah,
you know?
their stuff just kind of gets out there more than, say.
I do think they don't think anything like consequences be damned. They just like, oh, that's a player we need. Let's go get him. And we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. And his job, hate him or love him, his job is to win football games, and he looks for every edge he can get. And you know what? If he wins 2 or 3 years down the road, nobody's gonna care about what they're saying right now.
Just opposing fan base.
You don't remember how? Do you not remember how the whole world hated Nick Saban before he started the first game in Alabama? Hey, I haven't talked to him. I'm not taking that. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach.
Oh, yeah,
they all turned on him,
especially Dolphins fans.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a liar. He's this. He's that. When he started winning, what is he now? He's the GOAT. They do specials on him. Lane Kiffin goes wins a bunch of championships.
We have short memories as Americans too, man.
I will say this: he has a lower winner percentage against top 10 teams than James Franklin. So put that in the back of your memory bank, because James Franklin is one of the most alienated coaches. Can't win the big one, but Lane Kiffin has
real quick. Max Fit, talk about it.
So we have meal plans, certified sports nutritionists on staff, in-body 570 if we want to track results. We do have specials for high school kids, especially this time of year. Hydration's important, recovery's important, performance is important. 23rd Street, Del Coronado Village, Pier Park North, next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
TK Vandy, give us a shout. We'll help you out. If you don't use us, at least use a local licensed and insured contractor.
We got time. David Pollack, former Georgia star, was on ESPN Game Day.
Love him, man. He's good.
They put McAfee in. Who's better, David or Pat? Who would you rather watch?
And they got different
styles,
man. Yeah.
It's like
I like David because I like more of the guys that break down film. And
like
have
Mango
more
or
of that analytical
Papaya?
side. But C-Ball, Get Ball is his podcast. Go watch it. Him and the guy from PFF are really good.
All right, we're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. You have yourself a great day.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
So can I go off the deep end and say 3-0? Okay, 3-0. We got it.